Hi, I'm Nikki Bayansky, co-owner of Cafe Con Vino. This is training video number 2. In training video number 1, you were taught how to properly meet and greet a table of customers at our restaurant. This training video will demonstrate to you how to properly open a bottle of wine tableside for your customer. For us as owners at Cafe Convino, it's imperative that you know how to properly show the techniques on how to open a bottle of wine at a table for your customer. We want to make sure that our customers leave here knowing that we are knowledgeable staff and will offer the best service possible to them. So please pay attention, and you'll be asked to demonstrate the techniques taught in this video after you've watched this. So thank you. Please pay attention.
Hello, I'm Miguel at Vino and I'm here with your wine tips for today. So we're going to go on how to open a bottle of wine. The first thing you're always going to do if you're presenting it to someone, make sure the label is showing that person. So you're always going to want to keep the label showing as much as you can. But one of the main things that people don't know is how to correctly open a bottle of wine. First off, what you're going to want to do is open from the bottom ring. So on most wine levels, they'll have this little knob right in here that runs along the top, and it has a top part and a bottom part. You're going to want to open from the bottom. And the way that you do that, the best way is really to have what is called a 2-hinge corkscrew. So that means it has 1 hinge here and 2. All right, so you're going to take your blade on your corkscrew, and then you'll keep it and put it over the bottom, on the bottom rung. You should be able to hold your wine, bounce it up and down by that ring. And then you're just going to run it across the top, or that bottom ring, and then this top part, if you're doing it right, should just come right off. All right? Now, here's one of the key things that most people don't know. A lot of people are intimidated by corkscrews, but it's very simple. So what you're going to want to do is you take the first ring on your corkscrew and put it right up into the bottle like that. And then as soon as you stand that up, it's going to be perfectly in the middle of the cork. So you'll just start it and spin it into the bottle. Now the point of a 2-hinge corkscrew is if you started with a longer one and came all the way up to here, when you start to pull up, it's going to bind. So what that means is you're actually trying to pull the cork out at an angle like this. But what the 2-hinge does is it keeps this going perpendicular, so it's going straight up and down. So you do it one, that's straight, then you come up and you get the second and it'll mount on there, and then it pulls it up again. The last thing you want to be careful for, you see people all the time and they grab it and they pop the cork out and it makes that popping sound. That is not what you want to do. It's called bruising the wine a lot of times. So what you're going to want to do from here is just take it and then really softly give it a little twist, and you get a tiny ch, and that's it. And that is pretty much the proper way to open a bottle of wine. Cheers.
Now that you've watched the video and understand the techniques required to open a bottle of wine at Cafe Con Vino, you'll be asked to perform this task. Once you perform the task properly, you will move on to watch video number 3, which is the video that teaches you on how to properly close out the bill with the customer. So thank you very much. Let's get started opening our bottles of wine. Thanks a lot.